What's up? It's Chris from StonefoxMedia, and I hope everyone's having a blessed day. Now, I have some exciting news, okay? If you love Mega Man and you enjoy watching it and playing it as a kid, then guess what? Mega Man 11 finally has a release date. It is October 2nd, and it does feature a brand new double gear system. So, originally I thought the double gear system was going to be like allowing you to take a Mega Man's blaster and put that one in the back pocket and, you know, use two brand new ones instead of the original one. So, no, I was actually incorrect about that. It looks like the double gear system is going to be allowing you to slow-mo to avoid hits, and an overcharge of the buster to allow you to have even more damage and bust through shields. So Mega Man 11 was originally announced, I believe, sometime in 2011. Now, we knew it was coming out sometime this year, but they didn't tell us when. So yes, it's coming out October 2nd. It's going to be on Xbox One, PS4, PC, and Nintendo Switch. Yes, the Nintendo Switch is actually getting something on time. They're actually going to get a game on time. I know it's shocking. It's completely shocking. But yes, this game is coming out October 2nd. It doesn't have a physical media as far as I can see, but it looks like it's a digital download, which is kind of sad because I kind of like digital, physical games. But this one's going to be digital from what I can see. I haven't seen anything that's going to allow you to pick it up and walk out in the store with it, which means it's going to be very small. Now, when I see the art style, I think of Mighty Number 9. I'm sorry, it looks like Mighty Number 9 in terms of the art style. It's not Mighty Number 9 because that's like made by the dude who like left the team working on Mega Man and or the original creator of Mega Man, and then he created Mighty Number 9 and people hated it. I hated it. My son hated it. Everyone hated it. It's such a bad game. It's such a bad game. But this one looks similar to it, but it looks better. It looks more Mega Man-like, which is what we really want. So I'm very excited about this one. I might pick this one up. Now, it does have that ability to allow you to run and slide, but from what I can see here, it does allow you to slow-mo to get around enemies and obstacles instead of just getting hit by a ball and falling off and dying. Yes, and you know what I'm talking about. Mega Man, it was one of the games in the past that was very similar to, say, it's like the Dark Souls of our time, of like our day. Mega Man was as bad as Battletoads, and Super Ghouls and Ghosts was probably the worst one for me. I beat Battletoads. Super Ghouls and Ghosts was just, I hated it. You go all the way to the end of the game and they tell you to start over and go get some gauntlet and come all the way back through the whole entire game again, which was already impossible to do from the get-go. That game was dumb. That game was dumb. It made Battletoads look like a punk. I don't care what anyone says. Everyone says Battletoads was the worst. No. Super Ghouls and Ghosts was the worst game. It's the hardest game to beat ever. I dare someone to just speed run through Super Ghouls and Ghosts. I ain't seen nobody do it, but maybe someone's done it. To do it twice? Good luck. I'm just saying. I'm going to have to find that on YouTube. But yeah, the Mega Man 11 does look like Mighty Number 9, so it should be like Mighty Number 11. But hopefully it's a much better game. A lot of people actually like the graphics and the way the characters look and the enemies, and it just looks more interactive and it looks more brought up to standards of our day. So yes, if you got kids and they don't know anything about Mega Man, give them this game and they'll hurry up and die. It's not like Minecraft and it was Minecraft let you die. It's not like what are these games the kids are playing where they can't die and they're like immortals or something like that, like Splatoon and stuff, where there's no penalty for dying. You just can live forever, like the Lego games. You just can live forever. Mega Man will show them what disappointment looks like. So yes, I am hype about this. I just figured everybody would want to know about it. Now, moving on from that news, if you guys are excited about Fallout, it does look like Bethesda has teased something brand new, and no one knows what it is. All they did was they went on to their Twitter account and they just tweeted "stand by." So no one knows what this means. What does this mean? I know people are freaking out and it's getting a whole lot of attention, but that's all we can see. Stand by. Now, people are wondering and speculating, is this going to be like an expansion of Fallout 4 or a brand new Fallout game, or is it going to be like Fallout New Orleans, which has been rumored, or even like Fallout Vegas or something like that? I mean, everyone's got to basically wait to E3 to find out. So yeah, they're teasing something with Fallout. So if you're a big fan of Fallout, guess what, guys? This is going to be something. That's all I can say, because it's going to be something. I beat Fallout 4 in 30 seconds. I made a YouTube video about it. So it was an excellent game. Yeah. Now, moving on from that, and this is my final bit of gaming news. I finally found out what Battlefield V is for. It looks like Battlefield V is for victory. So yes, they did come out there and they told everybody that the V stands for victory. Okay, it stands for victory and Battlefield 5, which is based on, Winston Churchill and the Allies of, World War II, and that's why they chose the Roman numeral V instead of 5 for the actual title. But that's not the Battlefield news that I wanted to dive into 100%. I just figured I'd give you guys that background. So a lot of people have been angry about the whole entire Battlefield having girls in it. See right here? Yeah. That looks like a lady in a combat situation, which was not allowed back in World War II, which has a lot of people like up in arms about it. So it looks like the Battlefield developer did come out there and address that adding females was going to be a fight. He knew that that people were going to complain about it, and that he did say that there's other authentic World War II games out there. First of all, it's never a good plan to tell people about a game that's not your game. Like, hey, this car is okay, but there's a much better car down the street if you want something authentic. Why would you do that? That's automatically just like a total blunder. As soon as I saw it right there, I was like, well, why would you do that? But yes, it does look like the DICE manager, Oscar Giberson, he did push for everyone to have a hashtag everyone's battlefield and make everybody upset. So everyone knows that females were not allowed in combat roles in World War II. And of course, in the trailer, you can see like a lady there with a hook hand, and you got like this lady busting out like dual wielding, and you got all this kind of crazy stuff going on there that people would have never allowed back in the day. Now, that's not to say that in World War II there were not heroic females. There were a lot of heroic females that like died shielding bodies. There was whole lot of nurses that were murdered or that were killed in ships by Japanese fighters, and even ones that were marched out to the sea by the Japanese and were shot in a shallow grave in the ocean. Okay, so there were heroic females, even female spies. So yeah, it was total stuff going on. I want y'all to think they were just sitting there eating Pop-Tarts. That's not the life that they were living, okay? But the going out there in combat roles was not something that was known. So he did basically say that his daughter, he didn't want his daughter to basically say, how come I can't have a character that looks like me? And he said he couldn't do anything about anything before because he wasn't a head honcho. But now that he's got some input, he's got some clout, that he said he want to make sure that it's everyone's battlefield. And he talked about like how one of the original ones had like a rocket ability back in the day in the old Battlefield game like World War II, and but he's saying that this one is not supposed to be 100% accurate, so they're not going to stick to this perfect mold. They want to make it so that everyone can kind of have their immersive situations a la Battlefield World War II jetpack DLC or Russians using MP-18 Japanese SMGs. So he wanted to basically say, hey, don't overreact. Don't lose your mind. There's going to be girls in it. And I don't necessarily see it as a problem. I just think that they should have had a better response to this. That after the announcement, they should have made it more known that if you're going to deviate into something else, bringing up the stories of what they're going to do in Africa and Normandy, that if you're going to throw females in these roles, you need to let us know that you're doing it. Don't just kind of go out and create a trailer and a whole entire presentation and not acknowledge the elephant in the room. Because I thought it. I was like, why is there a girl there? Not that I have a problem with it. I'm just like, well, you're not going to address it? Did you not see it coming? You knew it was coming, but you didn't want to let anybody know about it. It's like if a waiter brought some food to your table and they knew that it, someone already took a bite out of your chicken tenders. They know someone ate a piece of that chicken tender, but they brought it to your table anyway. And they're like, here's your order. And you're like, did someone eat half of my chicken tenders? Well, yeah, but we figured it wouldn't be a problem. They are chicken tendering us right now by not telling us that girls were going to be in it. And then putting one on the covers and doing all that other stuff. Okay, fine. But I figured it would have been better off if they had actually let people know that, hey, this isn't going to be 100% authentic. We're going to throw females in there because we want them to have, the ability to be in the game. A lot of dudes play games and play games as females, and that is not saying anything negative. They just want to make cool looking females that have swords and stuff like that. Like, so dudes don't necessarily have a problem having females in the game, but don't pretend like you didn't just do it. We're not as stupid, though. I mean, we know what you did, so just tell us that you're doing it. Well, that's all the news I got for you guys right now. Like, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook, as soon as my news becomes available. Thank you guys for watching. God bless, and I'll holler at y'all later.